Paul Tapp. I work on perceptual technology for Intel. Perceptual technology is enabling our devices to understand us more naturally as humans. The computers today already have brains, the CPU. When Windows 8 came along in October last year, we saw touchscreens for the first time. We also saw sensors, like accelerometers and gyroscopes, which acted like a nervous system. What we're doing is adding ears and adding eyes, so that devices can understand us more naturally and work around us as humans, rather than us having to learn how to use the devices. Keyboards and mouse, we've been using those for years and years, and I don't see them going away anytime soon, but they're not very natural. 101 keys laid out in a strange way, and a mouse that can go left, right, forward and backwards, but not up and down. So what is more natural than using our own hands, which we can move freely, our own facial expressions, which can be understood by perceptual technology, and our own voices, which can be understood by the devices and to take actions on what we say. Let me give you a couple of examples of what you can do with depth sensing technology that you get from having the two eyes. This is a very popular game called Portal 2, and as you can see, it's a 3D game. And games have been in 3 dimensions for 15 or more years, but we've always had to rely on 2D input methods to control them. Well, I'm going to show you how much fun it is to actually use your hand and move around freely in this 3D environment. You can see now that the cube is mapped to my hand. As I move forward, backwards, left and right, then the cube moves with me, up and down as well. What I have to do here is break that laser beam and redirect it to solve the puzzle. I can do that by rotating my hand as well to rotate the cube. It just makes it an interesting new way of interfacing with the game. I'm also going to show you another usage. This one's augmented reality.
I mean, these are just a couple of demo ones.
It's just a fun application, playing with some bouncing balls, but you can see how you can actually interact with an environment that doesn't really exist. And now another example. This is an example of head tracking, how you can actually detect someone's face and you can use that. Multiple different usages, but this is just a fun application. It tries to map my facial features with features that exist in other photos. Just a fun example of how the devices that we're using can understand how we speak, how we move, distance, and features of our face. There are other interesting applications as well, like using your face as a password. I don't have to type in passwords if my computer knows what I look like, because no one else looks like me. With voice technology, we've got an interesting problem to solve. When we talk to each other as humans, we're actually filtering out a lot of the background noise. We're partially reading each other's lips. We're maybe not always understanding every word that's spoken, but we understand what is being spoken as a sentence because of the context in which we're speaking. These are all problems that are very hard for a computer to solve. With the 4th generation core processors and with Ultrabooks, we've actually introduced dual array microphones. So there are 2 microphones that work together and serve as ears. Because of that, they can do directional hearing, and they can focus on who is speaking, and then they get a clearer signal. So you don't need to use a headset anymore to do voice recognition. And then you can ask your computer questions, you can ask it to go and do tasks for you, and it saves you time without breaking your workflow. If you're typing in a document or working on a presentation, you need to find out some information, you can just ask your computer, hey, get me some photos, and it goes and gets them. We have 3 perceptual technology products available today. The first is the facial recognition. The product is called Fast Access. You can download it from appup.com. You can also see it pre-installed on some Sony Ultrabooks. The second is the Dragon Assistant. This comes with 4th generation core Ultrabooks. And the third is this gesture camera. We worked with Creative to deliver this camera. It's called the SENZ 3D, that's SENZ 3D. It's available for pre-order today, and you can start receiving those devices from the end of September. For more information, please come and find us at www.intel.com/perceptual. Thank you.